The water is an important element to humans and animals live, but nowadays the human being thinks that he can use the water how do he wants, and then he clean out the water with pollutants that the industry produced, causing impacts to the aquatic life. An example is the river behind me with the color green. That means a lot of plants inside it. What, but what is this problem? What caused it? And what can be the consequences of it? My name is Bruno Olivares. I am in Brazil in the Ibirapuera Park, and I will introduce for you the eutrophication. Just like I said before, the problem that we will describe in this video is the eutrophication. But what is it and what causes it? It's very simple. The industries throw in the water the waste they produce. This waste that is made of organic materials. But in the water in which they are launched exist some aerobics and anaerobics bacteria. The aerobic and anaerobic bacteria are the composers that decompose the organic material that is present in the waste. In this process, these bacteria release in the water phosphate and ammonia, nutrients that helps the reproduction of plants in the water. These nutrients help the reproduction of plants in the water, that plants that can be visible and not visible to the human being. These not visible plants forms a layer in the surface of the river that don't allow the light passage. So the plants that are in the base of the river or the ocean dies because of the lack of light. And because of the growth of the amount of dead plants, the population of bacteria grows too. And a growth in this population of bacteria, specifically to the aerobic bacteria that needs oxygen to survive, the oxygen level of the water starts to lowering. And this entire process that we saw caused consequences in the water, but specifically to the aquatic animals that live in the rivers, oceans. This consequence is related to the low level of the oxygen in the water. So the animals that need the oxygen to survive don't have it, and then with the time they die. So, for all this problem, we need to create a solution, a viable solution that will help the human being and the nature. Then I think, how can we use the waste that industry produce to make something that will help the nature and the human being? Then I searched and I found a viable solution to this, and that is related to the sanitary landfill. In this landfill, waste and the trash are deposited in big holes that are constructed by the human. And of all this trash that are deposited in these landfills, we can produce energy. It's not amazing? We can produce energy of the trash. Obviously, will not help our urban cities today, but they can help the poor regions that don't have money to pay energy. This solution can help people to have energy in their houses, and this solution can help the preservation of the nature. So say no to the pollution and say yes to the preservation of the natures. Thanks for watching. I hope I could help you in your biology problems. See you next time.